Kagurabachi. And with that, I'm going to pass this one over to Josh.
Thanks, Chris. Okay, so we're about to get a Kagurabachi lightning round to cover the
Ding, 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 ding,
past couple weeks that we missed. Basically, Samura and Chihiro was continuing their clash. At one point, we even got a domain expansion clash between the two of them. Y'all seen that, right? The barrier, and it created its own snowy world. It was really, really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, Chihiro is trying to stress the point that that Samura doesn't have to go through with his plan of sacrificing himself, with the Shinichi, because Chihiro is going to destroy the sacred blades with his N10, and he manages to put a heavy scratch, really like a crack in the Tobimune sword. Unfortunately for Chihiro, Samura was able to use his whack-ass fucking Phoenix powers to... I'm biased, sorry, guys.
Yeah, Josh is going through it right now.
Yeah. He used this regenerative Phoenix abilities on his sword to restore it back to its original state. The implications there is on another level, especially on some other shit that happens later in the chapter, but I don't want to get too ahead. So
he also heals many Mossy Meat Man's classes.
Yo, that's what I was gonna say. I forgot that I'm not covering this week's that week's chapter. I can say that shit right now. Yeah, he uses powers to fucking regenerate clothing and all of that. Huh?
Let me fix them shades.
What? So you're telling me it reverses time?
No, it just fixes
GTFOH.
It just fixes things. It doesn't even reverse time.
What does that even mean, Chris?
It heals clothes, dude.
How do you heal clothing?
The sword fixes it. It's so good at healing.
Stitched it?
No, yeah, you can say that. It stitched it together. It literally reassembles the glass in his eyeglasses, in his sunglasses.
Almost as if time was being reversed. It was restoring it back to a different state. Because technically,
what is healing except for
all these things, like the glasses, is processed things. So if he regenerated it to its original state,
no, he just takes the pieces and he repairs the cracks with the sword,
with the flames and stuff.
Yeah,
he's manually doing it.
Yeah, the sword picks up the shards and it fixes the cracks. He's not reversing time.
You know what? Why not?
Why not? Time. He's not reversing time.
All right,
that's not what it is.
He's a beast like that.
He also healed his eyes.
He sure fucking did. After he was able to see, Chihiro, he could feel how strong Chihiro's resolve was and how much sense he was making, that he had to heal his eyes and open to see Chihiro and be like, oh, okay. For sure now I see you're serious. Should have seen his face earlier, Samura. You're doing the most. You cut your eyes to spite who? Yourself? Should have cut your nose off. Isn't that how it's supposed to work?
It is how it's supposed to go. You cut your nose off to spite your face.
Yeah.
But you cut your eyeballs to spite yourself.
That's deep.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. I don't remember. Was that this week's chapter? Man, no, that was last week's chapter.
It was a big Chihiro.
With him holding the sword?
Yeah.
Are you talking about that two-page spread with a sword?
No, I was doing the two-page spread where Samura's like, I fixed my eyes.
Yeah, he did.
You know, personally, I think Samura was just sick of being blind, and this was his excuse. Like, I see what you're saying. I finally agree with you. Thank God. Fucking me in my
Okay.
eyes and not be embarrassed about it.
Yeah, because I made such a hasty decision. I would have
Which
looked
is a
so real
fucking
dumb.
privilege I had. I've blinded myself knowing that I can fix it at any time. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
a real reason.
Kind of a
Jesus.
dick move, huh? Most people can't do that.
No, not at all. But yeah, he ends up, you know, believing in Chihiro. He gets punched in the gut by his daughter. They all love each other. It's fucking sweet. They're gonna help each other now. And then Samura's like, "Oh yeah, wait, hold on, hold on, hold on. All right, I'm on this week's chapter. I'm sorry, guys. I'm
You
so
are on
bringing
this
down.
week's chapter.
I just-
This is happening.
okay. I spent. All right, look. That's basically what happens. I mean, the Chihiro was about to drop. Let's be clear about that. Right after Samura healed his eyes, Chihiro was still kind of telling himself, like, yo, I still got to prove it to him. It's not enough that he just healed himself and he can see how serious I am. I had to still try to cut him and defend Josh's honor. But unfortunately, he fell and Mini Masumi, what's his name? Iori caught him, Samura's daughter. Mini Masumi's clothes and glasses start to get healed, and Samura's like, "Don't worry, I'm not gonna kill you guys. It's chill." And Chihiro's still trying to explain to him, like, "Look, like I gotta, like I still got a ways to go. I'll get there no matter what." And he's just like, "Yeah, I know. This is just the start. I get it." He's like, "Yeah, your swordplay came a long way. I peeped your little pure Iori purity style." Picking up, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, "Yo, it was thanks to your daughter. She showed me." And is that what happened? Did she show him?
I think he learned by watching her.
Yeah, when she started using the technique, yeah. I think he got a better handle of it.
I think he was already learning when he was younger, but then he really learned watching Iori.
Yeah. So, whatever. They're all kissing and making up. The Iori and Samura hug. And the Mini Masumi's like, all right, so I'm glad, everything, we resolved this situation because we got another thing we got to worry about because the Hishaku headquarters is being infiltrated. And Samura's like, holy shit. It's like, did they intend to subvert me from the start? It's like, no, this must have been a backup plan. And then, yeah, they're just talking more. I mean, more of the together we can do this.
Obimune was originally crafted for support, so
Oh yeah, they.
I'm just a beast, but this was literally just a healing staff. I'm basically Donald in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, or I guess a strategist in Rivals, and Chihiro's the real DPS. Per second.
I don't know what any of that means.
Okay, it's okay. It's all right. Okay. And then Chihiro's like, together we'll take care of the Enchanted Blades and the Shaku. Then it's crazy because Samura has a flashback to like when they was fighting against the Enchanted Swordsman. Almost like he has like this premonition. But anyway, we cut straight to the swordsman, the evil swordsman, and these other sorcerers in the Kumanami headquarters are explaining the prison he's in. He's basically like just a husk. Like he can't like move or do anything. He doesn't even eat. Probably doesn't even use the bathroom. He's only powered by these like pillars that have like these talismans. Um, and they say he sat in complete stillness for 18 years. Damn. Goddamn. And they're saying in all these years, he only once uttered a single word, Magatsumi, at 3:47 p.m. on November 8th of this year. Which I'm going to go ahead and, excuse me, take a wild guess that was during the auction.
Yep. That was that time where the auction, where the Shinichi betrayed the dad.
Yeah, the sorcerer kid's dad. Yeah. The time, and as they say that, this dude just starts to stand up, and he says, "The time is nigh." As we get a picture of the sealed Shinichi sword, very ominous. And on our last page, Samura's like, "I'll take us there. There's no time to waste." And Chihiro's like, "Let's go to Tokyo." And the arc continues. Ellipses ? That's for the commenters to decide, I guess. As well.
Yeah. For those of you who don't remember, Josh and I have a wrong burgundy bet on whether Samura survives this arc, and I still am of the opinion that the arc's not over. So we still have some time on this. But essentially, I think Josh is down 7 in the last 2 minutes. So let's see if he can get to the promised land and get me out. Give me my first L in the wrong burgundy debate. But I hope not, because I'd like to go 4-0.
We are now at the point of no return. There's no chance for you to say that the arc has cut off now. We are all in agreement that it continues in front of our entire audience.
I lobbied for it. You wanted to claim
No. I want to be clear. So now I'm going to say this. I think it is almost absolute. It is like, I'm 99% sure that Samura will die in that headquarters. That's exactly what one of those arrows that this dude is going to shoot was talking about.
Yeah.
I think you might get your first L.
I might. I should have just taken the dub when I could. But you know what? I'm an honorable man.
You sure are, bro.
I feel like a shonen protagonist where it's like, I want to beat him at 100% strength. You know?
Yeah, like Goku.
Yeah.
Handed me a sensu bean, bro. I was literally on the brink.
I really did. Yeah.
I was dead, bro. I was defeated. And you gave me a sensu bean.
Unless he survives this arc.
Then it will probably hurt a little bit more. But the risk is worth the reward for me. I feel like.
I agree. I mean, it's the same with me.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Well, anyway, I guess we could hear Brian's thoughts on this chapter, the latest chapter, or you could just talk about the fight in general if you want. It was pretty sick.
Yeah.
I skipped over a lot of it, but they was going at it.
This was such a sick chapter. Because this fight did not end the way I thought it would. You know what I mean? Like, I thought for sure either somebody was going to die or Samura's sword was going to break. I did not envision a world where Samura joins their squad with the Tobimune intact. Like, that is an insane show of force that's about to appear for the Kamunabi at the headquarters right now. Like, I can't.
Yeah.
And that just goes to show the scale of crazy shit that's about to happen at that fucking HQ right now. Purely because there's no way that he would allow Samura with Tobimune to show up like that if there wasn't going to be something on the same scale. So, I don't know. That's not a good sign for you know, the rest of the squad. Unfortunately for them. No, not for the Hishaku, for the good guys.
Oh, you think they're very ready? They're very prepared.
Yeah. It's
I
kind
mean,
of
The Shinichi
kinda-
master just stood up too, so that's a whole situation.
yeah, like him getting up,
Yeah.
especially when it looks like it took all of the fucking enchanted sword wielders to take him down. It's just not good. This is still a big death flag for Samura, in my opinion. The fact that he's alive, has his vision, and he's going to go fight at the HQ alongside us. I don't see this ending well. But who knows? This series keeps subverting expectations, so you never know what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really, damn, I'm not sure. I'm not certain at all. Who knows? They might need this nigga Samura to survive. For if the Shinichi wielder activates, they might need to run away and regroup, and maybe he'll just die later.
Yeah.
I don't hate Samura or anything. I just don't want to lose.
Yeah, this is rough. It's gone too far. I also hope that's the case. I hope Samura gets like really badly injured in this fight, and then he doesn't die, but he becomes like a trainer.
He can't even get injured unless the sword breaks.
Yeah, something like that.
He was only blind because he wanted to be blind.
Well, someone takes the sword from him, and thus he can't heal with it. I don't know. I just don't want him to die. Not right now.
Yeah, no, he's a cool character. It almost feels weird seeing him with his eyes, though. Anybody else have that feeling?
It's very. It's taking some getting used to. Yeah. It's like, shut your eyes, man. You were cool. You were.
Yeah,
I liked it when flames were coming out of your eyes. But I like this chapter a lot, to be honest. This is my second place, obviously. I think it was a very impactful chapter after a really well drawn battle of them both spamming white purity back and forth. Everybody in this arc spamming white purity style.
They spamming bleaches too. They kept teleporting behind each other.
Yeah, and I'm being silly, but that was it was a really cool fight, and I thought the twist regarding Enten's true nature was really good. I thought it was something I could have seen coming, but I didn't. Especially since it was already built up to be the case when the Cloud Gouger was destroyed. And Enten's being entire purpose was to be like an antidote, for lack of a better word, for the Enchanted Blaze, so that nobody has to die and they could also still be destroyed and it won't fall into the wrong hands. So I thought that was cool. And the continuing reuniting of Iori and Samura has been good. You know, I think like her anger is like very well founded, and you know, I hope that it's like, although that, you know, she's obviously missed him and you know, wants to have a relationship with her dad. I hope that like there's a little bit more that Samura can do to kind of, you know, gain her trust again, because what he did was kind of fucked up, even though his intentions are good. You know, her last memory was with like before the whole memory wipe thing was them together and alive, you know, and then all of a sudden her mom's dead. So pretty rough. I'm excited to see how this goes. This 2-page spread where all of the old sword bearers are fighting against the Shinichi wielder is very, very cool. And I can't wait till we eventually get the flashback of how they brought him down. But yeah, that's all I really got to say about Kagurabachi. So good. Very good series. You guys ready to move on to the next one?
Oh,
yes,
wait,
sir.
I have something I want to say. So,
Okay.
who has
I didn't even ask.
creepier eyes? Oh, don't worry, I don't have much to add. But who has creepier eyes? Loki or Samura healed?
Loki for sure. He has literal snake eyes.
I don't know.
Oh, maybe he's Jormungandr.
What?
Excuse me? Is that a giant snake?
Yeah, it's like the world-ending snake or some shit. I don't know.
Oh yeah, people
That devil fruit is a snake.
people have theorized that Loki is like has. You remember the mural, and there was a giant snake there.
No.
People theorize that. Well, there's a giant snake in
Yes.
the.
Yeah, you're right. It is a snake. I thought it was
People
like a
theorize that Loki's devil fruit is that giant snake.
But
who
that would
knows?
mean he was born with that devil fruit.
I don't know. I don't. That's what I heard. Or it could be a coincidence that he also ate the snake devil fruit.
That's more like One Piece, like that. It was
Mhm.
just a coincidence, but yeah.
Yeah. But anyway.
Fate would have it that he had that fruit.
Yeah.